small. He's about probably the size of the palm of your hand, so about 4 inches. The law says you can't have turtles, you can't buy turtles or own turtles that are under 4 inches in size unless you're a teacher or it is for scientific research purposes. You have to be a scientist, you have to prove that you're a scientist, you have to prove that you're a teacher. It just so happens that I'm a science teacher, so I kind of have the best of both worlds. No, I'm not Hannah Montana, but I'm a science teacher, so I can have him of this size, especially. It's legal, I think, for anybody to have him. However, I got him when he was probably about half of this size, and it was completely legal for me to have him because, as I said, I'm a science teacher. Make sure that you follow the laws and the restrictions of your state or local area, and also of your parents. Your parents say no pets, then no pets. I wasn't allowed to get snakes until I got my own house or until I moved out of my parents' house. First thing I did when I got my own house was I got snakes. I say that plural because, as you've seen from other videos, I have quite a few. So anyways, as requested from Michael or by his mother for his little sister, this is how to take care of or feed a turtle. There he is once again under the little turtle dock right there. It's a little suction cup thing that sticks in the side so he can come out and bask. I usually have the light pointed more over, but I have it pulled out more for filming purposes. This is a 20-gallon long turtle tank. As you see, there's a little hole right here. My hand's coming in right next to the filter. It was made that way. It's a turtle tank. They're really nice. You put a filter in, not have as much water in there. That's just a small filter to keep water moving and it oxygenated. Yes, there are quite a bit of plants in here. I know you all have your own opinion and everything, but plants keep the water oxygenated through the process of photosynthesis, as we all know. Plants will take in food, will take in CO2, carbon dioxide, mix it with water, which obviously they're in. The turtle puts out carbon dioxide. They're inside of water. Mix those two together with light. Makes the process of photosynthesis to create oxygen and glucose. The glucose is then taken in the plant or eaten by an animal. The oxygen is then put out into the water, which helps to oxygenate the water for the turtle. Let's see if the turtle is underwater. See if we can get an underwater view here. Kind of murky, I know, but it actually makes the turtle feel more secure. And I don't see him right now. But also, in their natural environment, which is ponds, this is much cleaner than most ponds are that you'll see. Yes, there is some loam on the bottom. However, that just adds more fertilizer or food for the plants. I clean it out every once in a while to make sure that you siphon out some of the water, clean the bottom. This was cleaned about a week or two ago, probably. Turtles, most of them get rather large, which is the problem that comes along with most turtles. However, this eastern pan turtle gets up to about 9 inches, so it will come close to, but probably not outgrow this tank. However, if you're looking for a pet of the turtle persuasion, I would recommend getting a tortoise. Make sure you do your research and find out which ones stay smaller, which ones are going to be more friendly. I'm not very well researched yet on species of tortoises yet, but I will do some more research on them possibly. There's one called a star tortoise that looks really cool, hard to find, really expensive. Obviously recommend against getting a Galapagos tortoise. One of the largest in the world, if not the largest in the world, I think it is. And also probably not legal to own either or take out of Peru or out of the Galapagos Islands. As for feeding the turtles, I'll show you the food. See here. This is what I started him on right here. I selected food. This just had some mini feed, some baby shrimp, some more fish, some more turtle sticks, and then some krill shrimp. Well, this stuff runs out kind of fast, So I went and got it in bulk. I got some plankton right here, which I will feed him in a minute, and then some of the turtle tabs right here. I'm going to open it up. And you'll see they're rather large, so I'm going to take some and break them up for him, so it's not too much for him to swallow or chomp on. They also like some vegetables as well. I tried feeding him some fish, however he does not. Some guppies that I had, because I have plenty of guppies. The problem with the guppies, they breed a lot, so figured I would feed them to my turtle. However, he did not take them, so they live. So let's see if there he is right there. He usually attacks the little food container, or at least it looks like he's going to. Oops, dropped it in there. Never done that before. And then I'll give him some. Oh, there he is, poking his head up right there. Usually, if he sees this thing right here, he usually starts to act like all big bad guy. No, he just runs away right now. See if we can put some shrimp right where he is. Just a little bit. It has rather shrimpy smell. A strong smell of shrimp or seafood. Just give him a little bit there, a pinch. Might not eat it right now, but he will eat it later. Make sure he doesn't put too food in there, because too much food in there, it'll build up and cause a lot of water chemistry problems, which will pollute his water. So don't want to feed him too much, maybe a few pinches, if that. There he's poking his head up. I don't think he likes me being this loud and right over his tank when he's feeding, so I'm going to leave him alone. But rather easy to care for. Make sure you keep his tank clean or cleaned out for the most part. Have a basking area for him to crawl out onto. Water, I would recommend plants. This is water Sprite, really easy to propagate and to grow. Just go get some from your local pet store, and it's really cheap, and it spread. There he is, he's eating it. Spreads rather easily. Let's see if we can zoom in. He's going to go for it again. No, I'm distracting him. So I just kind of out of focus. And then this is there's also some salva moss in here as well. That's a little bit harder to find. You have to find a really good local pet store that's like family owned kind of thing. They might have some that they're willing to give you or sell you. It also spreads easily. It's a great place for raising baby fish. And once again, most important to have a filter. That filter is maybe $20 at most. Tank, probably somewhere around 40 or so, but it's a 20-gallon long turtle tank. So that's how I take care of a fish. See if he goes for it again. You see something, but I distracted him. But rather skittish. I wouldn't recommend handling them. But there he goes. He just attacked it. I don't know if you could see it, but there you go.